A doctor told me at 72, "You need medication for life. It's just your age." I'm also a doctor. So I tested something else. Now my levels look 50, not 72. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Because if you're over 60 and being told, it's just your age, what happened to me in 6 weeks might change everything you thought you knew about getting older. Here's what I ate every single day for 6 weeks. Oysters for zinc, the most critical mineral your body needs. Spinach for magnesium, to unlock what's already there. Salmon for vitamin D, because most of us are running on empty. Olive oil for healthy fats, the building blocks your body is begging for. Onions and garlic for natural compounds that signal your body to optimize. 5 foods, nothing exotic, nothing expensive, just strategic nutrition that gave my body exactly what it needed to feel 20 years younger. But before I tell you exactly how much to eat, and when, you need to understand why I was desperate enough to design this experiment on myself. Because 8 months ago, I was convinced my best days were behind me. February of this year. I'm sitting in my kitchen at 5:30 in the morning, staring at a cup of coffee I don't even want to drink. I'd been awake since 3:45 a.m. Not because I had somewhere to be. I'd retired from my medical practice 2 years earlier. I was awake because my body had forgotten how to sleep. I'd lie there in the dark, mind sluggish but racing, feeling like I was underwater. When I finally dragged myself out of bed around 6, the man in the bathroom mirror looked exhausted. Puffy. Gray, older than 72. I'd splash cold water on my face hoping it would wake something up, but that spark, that energy, that drive, that sharpness I'd relied on my whole life, it was just gone. By 10 a.m. I'd be fighting to keep my eyes open. Not just tired, exhausted to my bones. My wife would find me dozing in my chair, and she'd look at me with this expression I hated. Concern mixed with resignation, like she was watching me disappear a little more each day. Here's what really got to me. I used to lift weights 3 times a week. Been doing it since my 40s. Staying strong was part of who I was. But over the past year, everything changed. Weights I used to handle felt impossibly heavy. My muscles weren't responding. I'd work out Monday and still be stiff and sore Friday. My body was failing me. And as a doctor, that felt personal. The mental fog was the worst part. I'd be talking to my grandkids and completely lose my train of thought mid-sentence. I'd walk into a room with absolutely no idea why. Names of people I'd known 40 years would vanish from my memory. My wife started gently finishing my sentences. At first I thought she was being helpful. Then I realized she was compensating for my failing brain. That's when I knew I couldn't ignore this anymore. I made a list of everything wrong. Crushing fatigue no amount of sleep could fix. Mental fog and memory problems. Muscle weakness despite regular exercise. Difficulty sleeping through the night. Complete loss of drive and motivation. A general feeling of just being old and declining. As a doctor, I recognized these symptoms. I'd seen them in hundreds of male patients over my 40-year career. But I'd always been on the other side of the desk. Being the patient was different. Humbling. Terrifying. I went to my colleague, Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and laid out everything I was experiencing. She listened, then said exactly what I expected. "Alex, let's check your hormone levels." 2 weeks later, I was staring at my lab results. Total testosterone, 320. Let me explain what this means without the medical jargon. Testosterone is your primary male hormone. It's responsible for energy, mental clarity, muscle maintenance, sleep quality, drive. Basically everything that makes you feel like yourself, as a man. As we age, it naturally declines. That's normal. But when it drops too low, you feel exactly how I was feeling. exhausted, foggy, weak, unmotivated. The normal range is huge, anywhere from 265 to 915. I was technically normal, but barely. I was scraping the bottom, and everything I was experiencing connected directly to that number. Sarah was straightforward. "Alex, you're low. Not critically low, but low enough that it's destroying your quality of life. At your age, this is common. We can start you on hormone replacement therapy. Most men see dramatic improvement within weeks." She pulled out her prescription pad. I stopped her. "Give me some time," I said. "I want to try something first." Sarah raised an eyebrow. "You're going to tell me you want to fix this with food, aren't you? You know me too well." She sighed. "Alex, you're a doctor. You know that at 72, with levels this low, food isn't going to move the needle significantly. We're talking about replacing a hormone your body isn't producing anymore." "I know," I said. "But give me 6 weeks. Let me try it my way. If it doesn't work, I'll start the medication. Deal?" She looked at me for a long moment. 6 weeks. But Alex? I'm skeptical. I left with a plan forming in my mind. I'd spent 40 years as a physician, read thousands of research papers, treated countless patients, and I knew something Sarah wasn't considering. The body has an incredible capacity to optimize itself when you give it exactly what it needs. The problem is, most people don't give their bodies the specific, concentrated nutrients required to make real change. They eat generally healthy, take a multivitamin, hope for the best. But hope isn't a strategy. I needed a protocol. Before I go further, drop a comment. Have you been told your symptoms are just your age? Are you dealing with low energy, brain fog, feeling like you're declining faster than you should? Let me know, because I read every comment and your story might help someone else watching this. That night, I did what I do best. I researched. I pulled up every study I could find on natural ways to support healthy hormone levels in aging men. I wasn't looking for miracle cures or exotic supplements. I wanted to understand the biochemistry. What raw materials does the body need to produce hormones? What nutrients are most men deficient in? What foods deliver those nutrients in the highest, most bioavailable concentrations? 3 nights of reading medical journals, taking notes, cross-referencing studies. Patterns emerged. Zinc, critical for hormone synthesis. Most older men are deficient. Magnesium helps free up hormones that are bound and inactive. Vitamin D, directly linked to hormone levels. Most people over 60 are low. Healthy fats, literally the building blocks your body uses to make hormones. Specific plant compounds that signal the body to increase production. The science was crystal clear. Your body needs these specific raw materials to manufacture hormones. If you're not getting enough consistently, production declines. Simple biochemistry. The question was, which foods delivered these nutrients in the most concentrated, absorbable forms? I built my list carefully. No exotic superfoods, no expensive supplements, just real food I could find at any grocery store. After 3 days, I had it. 5 foods that I would eat every single day for 6 weeks without exception. This wasn't about eating healthy in general. This was precision nutrition, flooding my body with exact nutrients the research said it needed. Consistently, systematically, relentlessly. I called it my 6-week protocol. Monday morning, I went to the grocery store, bought everything for the week, came home, and started day 1. Let me walk you through exactly what I ate and why each food matters. Food number 1. Oysters. Every morning started with oysters. Before you think I'm crazy, I used high-quality canned oysters. Affordable, convenient, packed with zinc. Why oysters? They contain more zinc per serving than any other food on Earth. And zinc is absolutely essential for hormone production. Here's the research. Zinc is a critical cofactor in the enzymatic processes your body uses to make testosterone. Studies prove that men who are zinc deficient have significantly lower hormone levels. Correct the deficiency, levels go back up. I wasn't clinically deficient, but I wasn't optimized either. A single serving of oysters delivers over 500% of your daily zinc requirement. Every morning, one small can, about 3 ounces. Sometimes straight from the can with hot sauce. Sometimes mixed into scrambled eggs. Sometimes on whole grain crackers with lemon. Did I love it every morning? No. But I wasn't doing this for enjoyment. I was doing it for results. Food number 2. Leafy greens lunch always included 2 full cups of raw spinach or kale. Target nutrient: magnesium. Research shows a direct link between magnesium and testosterone. Higher magnesium, higher hormones. But here's what's really interesting. Magnesium doesn't just help produce more, it increases the amount that's actually available for your cells to use. Most testosterone is bound to proteins in your blood. When it's bound, it's not active. Magnesium helps keep more in the free, active form. I kept this simple. Big salad every day. 2 cups mixed greens, grilled chicken, cucumbers, tomatoes, red onion, olive oil and vinegar. Or blended into a smoothie with berries and protein powder. Every single day. That magnesium going into my system. Food number 3. Fatty fish. 3 to 4 nights per week. Fatty fish. Salmon. Sardines. Mackerel. 2 reasons. Vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. Vitamin D first. Most people think bone health, but it's crucial for hormone production. Men with higher vitamin D have significantly higher testosterone. The problem? Most of us are deficient, especially as we age and spend less time in direct sunlight. Fatty fish is one of the few great food sources. Then omega-3s. These reduce inflammation, which is critical because chronic inflammation suppresses hormone production. But here's the key. Your body uses fat to make hormones, specifically cholesterol from dietary fat, as the raw material. Eating too little fat starves hormone production. I'd grill salmon with salt, pepper, and lemon 3 nights a week. Other nights, canned sardines on whole grain toast. Nothing fancy, just consistent fatty fish, delivering vitamin D and healthy fats. Food number 4. Extra virgin olive oil. Every single meal included extra virgin olive oil, drizzled on everything. Morning eggs, lunch salad, dinner vegetables. Target, at least 3 tablespoons daily. Why? Packed with monounsaturated fats, which studies link to healthy testosterone levels. One study, men who switched to olive oil-rich diets saw testosterone increase about 17% versus low-fat diets. Beyond direct hormonal benefits, reduces inflammation, supports cardiovascular health, helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Easiest addition to my protocol. Tasted great. Improved every meal. 0 extra effort. Just pour and enjoy. Food number 5. Onions and garlic. Final piece. Generous amounts of onions and garlic in every savory meal. Most people think flavor enhancers. There's real science here. Animal studies show compounds in onions and garlic, particularly flavonoids, can stimulate testosterone production by increasing luteinizing hormone. That's the signal your brain sends telling your body to produce more testosterone. Human studies are limited, but preliminary evidence is strong. Plus, loaded with antioxidants that protect the cells responsible for producing testosterone. I sautéed onions with morning eggs, added raw garlic to salad dressings, cooked both into dinner proteins and vegetables. My kitchen smelled like an Italian restaurant every day. I didn't care. This was my protocol, and I was committed. Complete honesty. These 5 foods were the foundation, but I didn't only change my diet. I maintained other healthy habits that support overall wellness. 3 times weekly, resistance training, nothing extreme, 45 minutes of squats, deadlifts, presses. Lifting weights supports healthy testosterone, and I wasn't stopping during my experiment. I prioritized sleep. 7 to 8 hours became non-negotiable. Same bedtime every night. Cool, dark bedroom. No screens an hour before bed. Sleep is when your body does most hormone production. Bad sleep sabotages everything. I managed stress. Chronic stress floods you with cortisol, which directly suppresses testosterone. I used meditation, daily walks, conscious calm. Did the 5 foods do the heavy lifting? Absolutely. But they worked within a lifestyle that supported rather than undermined hormone health. That's the honest truth. If you're still with me, you're serious about taking control at any age. Hit subscribe right now because I'm sharing what actually works. Not theory, not hype, but real experiments with real results from a 72-year-old doctor testing on himself. 6 weeks. That's what I'd promised Sarah. That's what I'd committed to myself. Week 1 was brutal. Not physically. Eating oysters and salads wasn't hard. But mentally, is this actually going to work? Or am I just being stubborn? Every morning, eating those oysters. This better be worth it. Week 2, something shifted. Subtle, not dramatic. I noticed I wasn't crashing as hard afternoons. That 2 p.m. wall felt more like a bump. Still tired, but not devastated. Week 3 brought the first real change that got my attention. I woke up one morning, and my mind felt clear. The fog had lifted. I walked into the kitchen and actually remembered why. During my workout that day, I added weight to my lifts. They felt manageable. My wife noticed before I said anything. You seem different. More like yourself. I didn't want to get hopes up. Placebo effect is real. But week 4 confirmed it wasn't imagination. I slept through the night for the first time in months. Fell asleep quickly. Stayed asleep. Woke up actually rested. Energy stabilized. No desperate mid-morning naps. Getting through full days feeling strong. Brain fog continued lifting. Conversations flowed naturally. I could tell stories without losing the thread. Sharp again. Week 5, people started commenting. Friends I hadn't seen. Alex, you look great. What are you doing? I kept it simple. Just eating better and staying consistent with exercise. True. Just not the whole truth. Week 6 arrived. Final week of protocol. I felt better than I had in 2 years. More energy. Clearer mind. Stronger body. Better sleep. But I needed to know. Was this real? Had my testosterone actually increased? Or was this placebo from finally taking action? I scheduled lab work for the last day of week 6. Then waited 3 days for results. Longest 3 days of the entire experiment. The email came Thursday morning. Your lab results are ready. My hand shook as I opened the PDF. There it was. Total testosterone, 485. I stared, read it again, did the math, starting number, 320, new number, 485, increase, 165 points, jump, 51%. I went from barely normal to solidly healthy for my age. These were testosterone levels of someone 15 to 20 years younger. I called Sarah immediately. I just got my results. Alex, I saw them. Long pause. I'll be honest, I'm surprised. This is significant. I didn't expect this kind of change from diet alone, especially at your age. So it's real? Not a lab error? It's real. And your other markers look excellent. Whatever you're doing is working. How do you feel? That was the question that mattered. "Sarah, I feel like myself again. The fog is gone, energy is back, sleeping through the night. I feel like I got 10 years of my life back." Then you've answered your own question about hormone replacement. If you're feeling good and levels are healthy, keep doing exactly what you're doing. I hung up and just sat there looking at those numbers. 51% increase from food, from consistency, from refusing to accept that feeling terrible was just part of being 72. But here's what mattered more than numbers. I felt incredible. Energy, sharp mind, strong workouts, sleep like I hadn't in years. That evening, I took my wife to dinner. "You did it," she said, raising her glass. "We did it," I said. "You supported me through 6 weeks of weird food and constant meal prep. Team effort. But inside, I'd proven something beyond testosterone. At 72, I still had control over my health. It's just your age doesn't have to be the final answer. What did I learn? First, your body has incredible capacity to optimize itself when you give it specific nutrients it needs. For 2 years, I'd eaten generally healthy but wasn't targeting exact nutrients for hormone production. Once I identified what those were and delivered them consistently, zinc from oysters, magnesium from greens, vitamin D and omega-3s from fish, healthy fats from olive oil, natural compounds from onions and garlic, my body did what it was designed to do. Second, consistency matters more than perfection. I wasn't perfect. Some days timing was off. Some days I didn't love what I was eating. But I showed up every single day and followed the protocol. That consistency compounded over 6 weeks into real, measurable results. Third, food is powerful medicine when used strategically. This wasn't eating healthy in general. It was precision nutrition, identifying specific deficiencies and correcting them systematically. Fourth, age is a factor, not a prison sentence. At 72, I was told low testosterone was natural and expected. Maybe it's common, but common doesn't mean optimal. Common doesn't mean unchangeable. I proved significant improvement is possible even when most people have given up. Fifth, you have more control than you think. When you're feeling terrible and everyone says, "It's just your age," it's easy to feel powerless. This experiment reminded me, I have agency. I can take action, test theories, measure results. That sense of control was almost as valuable as the testosterone increase itself. Clear statement: I'm not against hormone replacement therapy. If I hadn't seen these results, I'd have started it without hesitation. For many men, it's the right answer. There's no shame in medical intervention. But what I proved, it's worth trying the natural approach first. Give your body a real chance to optimize before committing to pharmaceutical intervention. You might be surprised by what's possible. Here's what I want you to do. If you're experiencing low energy, brain fog, muscle loss, or feeling like you're declining faster than you should, don't just accept it's your age. Get your hormone levels tested. Get a baseline number. Then commit to 6 to 8 weeks of strategic eating, focused on nutrients that support hormone production. Track how you feel. Retest. See what happens. You might discover what I did. Your body was just waiting for the right fuel. Drop a comment below. First, what's your biggest health frustration right now? Second, are you willing to commit to 6 weeks of targeted nutrition, or would you rather go straight to medical intervention? No wrong answer. I just want to know where you're at. If this video gave you hope that things can improve at any age, hit that thumbs up. It helps other men like you find this information. Subscribe because I'm sharing real experiments with real results. No BS, no supplements to sell, just honest information about what works. Share this with any man who's been told it's just your age and needs to hear there are other options. At 72, I feel better than I did at 68. And I'm not done optimizing. See you in the next video.